Arnab, let me just first give you a very quick, analysis of the number for Orissa that you're throwing.
Yes.
Because, this number doesn't take into account, please remember, the fact that our parliament elections in Orissa are held along with the assembly elections. And the kicker there, that we get is because there is absolutely no challenge to Naveen Patnaik's image and his popularity as a leader in Orissa. In January, one of the leading national magazines gave him a 92% popularity vote.
But
less than a year back, we had Zilla.
You've had recent problems. I mean, I don't want to get into that. Are you there, Pinaki Mishra? Or did I lose you? Just lost Pinaki Mishra there. Let me go to the JDU. I'm going to come back to Pinaki Mishra the moment I get him. KC Tyagi, having seen these numbers, do you think the BJP can afford to live without you? You go up, you have 19 seats in the 2013 projection. Do you think the BJP can afford to say goodbye to you?
अर्णव जी, दो चीजें इससे निकल करके आती हैं। नंबर 1, देश की जनता का रुझान कांग्रेस के पक्ष में नहीं है।
जी
हेलो
जी आवाज आ रही है।
हेलो
जी त्यागी जी,
आवाज आ रही है? जी
आ रही है, आ गई है त्यागी जी, जरूर आप कहिए अपनी बात।
नहीं, आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
मिस्टर त्यागी, आई कैन हियर यू, कैन यू हियर मी? Mr. Tyagi, I think the earpiece is dislocated. He puts it back. Mr. Tyagi ji, Mr. Tyagi, आवाज आ रही है, आप कहिए।
हेलो
जी त्यागी जी, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
नहीं आ रही है। हेलो,
I'll try and fix that audio situation. Pinaki Mishra, you're back. I think we lost the signal with you in between. I'd like your analysis on whether this quartet can work together.
Just Arnab, I want to just finish the Orissa tally first. I believe because of Naveen Patnaik's popularity today and because assembly will be held simultaneously with parliament, the assembly vote gets cast first. Believe you me, when you're showing 13 plus 1 CPI, that seat is also actually our seat because they're in alliance with us, so 14. And the Congress is losing 1. Let me tell you, we expect us to go to 18 to 19 seats. You're showing the BJP at 2 seats in Orissa, Arnab. In every seat, the BJP is minus 2.5 lakh votes or more. They cannot make up that margin. So I don't know, with the greatest respect to C voter, I believe that because you've taken this as a single parliament election, vote, I think that's the reason this is showing a completely lopsided figure. Orissa will give to the kitty, as it were, 18 to 19 seats at least. That's number 1. Okay, now, as far as doing business is concerned, I think Naveen Babu has made it amply clear. He was in Delhi. The media asked him, in the recent conference on Monday, and he's made it amply clear that a third front is both welcome and viable. Also, probably now, as you can see, visible. So, I'm quite heartened by these figures. I think the national parties have much to answer for. They've let the people down. They've let the nation down. India is now truly becoming a federal polity. We will all have to learn to work together. It's going to be an aggregate of state elections, clearly. And I think the responsibility has now settled in. I don't think you will see the kind of problems that we had in 1977 or 89-90 or indeed 96-97. I don't think those problems will occur anymore. I think with these very tall leaders are very capable of sitting down, buckling down and giving the country a good governance.
Chandrababu Naidu on the phone line. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, I don't know if you've seen the numbers for Andhra Pradesh. Telugu Desam Party goes up from 6 to 9. But what is your, firstly, on the national picture, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, what C voter is projecting is a 1989 kind of situation. You were a key player in 1989. You have been a key player in all non-Congress governments which have been formed in Delhi. How do you view this national situation, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu?
Yeah, 100% that is our view. Even 96, if you go through National Front or 89 National Front of again United Front, all these things.
Yeah.
That is what we forecasted at the time. Similar situation will come because BJP and also Congress, they are not picking up.
Yeah.
But in Andhra, till last time we have projected 26 to 30 YSR Congress. Today they have gone down.
To 12.
Tomorrow it will go down further. I have taken up a massive exercise for all these things, Padayatra. Nearly 2,700 kilometers I have conducted Padayatra. Now people are realizing the facts. So I am totally confident the future is for third front. Whatever you call third front or fourth front, but we are very clear there is an alternative government who can provide.
Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, stay on the line because I'll get Keshava Rao's reaction from the Congress in just a minute. Please stay on the line. Vinod Mehta. You know, just this morning, a Congress party said that Third Front is a mythical sort of hallucinatory phenomenon that some people are thinking about. I don't know if those were the exact words, but that was the sense they were giving. After the survey, will people still dismiss the Third Front?
Absolutely not, Arnab. First of all, I find the figures that have been put out to be extremely credible. Is anybody who follows politics in India with any independent sense be surprised at the Congress figure? In fact, I think that one would expect that they would lose more. Similarly, would anybody be surprised at the BJP figure? I think the BJP would not even be up by 20 seats because their record, we can all see, we have seen that they have not benefited. So, I mean, for people to deny this is to deny reality. But, Arnab, I find one thing, your figures are credible. But the possibility that the Third Front and the Fourth Front might gain so astronomically, I also accept. But in that context, you have to consider one other scenario which I find quite disturbing. And that scenario is the fact that Ms. Jayalalitha could be the next Prime Minister of India.
Ms. Jayalalitha?
Mayawati could be the next Prime Minister of India. Mamta Banerjee could be the Prime Minister of India because they will say, if you want my chunk of 35-40 MPs to the BJP or the UPA, they will say, well, you make me Prime Minister. You have a Deve Gowda kind of situation. So I think that this kind of possibility we also have to consider, and this is quite worrying given the record of these people and the fact that they have no national vision, they only have a state vision. People like Naveen Patnaik may be wonderful people.
Chandrababu Naidu.
They don't have a national vision.
Chandrababu Naidu, respond. Chandrababu Naidu, are you there? Chandrababu Naidu, are you there?
I'm there.
Vinod Mehta, 1 minute. I think you take objection to what he says, if I'm not mistaken. Vinod Mehta says people like you, I mean, he didn't say you, he said all regional leaders only have state visions. It will be a big problem for India if state leaders become so important.
No, what I'm saying, what all he's saying is totally wrong. So many times, if you go through the past, even regional leaders have done extremely well compared to national leaders. This is a fact. What he is talking, it is not true. What I'm saying, it is a consensus, all of us, UF government or National Front government, even UF, all of us are together, we have decided. That is what happened at the time also. Now people are having faith on regional parties. How can you say they are not a nationalistic outlook, all these things? We are doing better than them.
No, what it represents is there is a certain fear that Mr. Vinod Mehta is reflecting in circles in Delhi. They will say that we are heading to a Khichdi Sarkar. India now needs, after 10 years of UPA and before that NDA, India needs some decisive government. There is a concern about a Khichdi Sarkar, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. You know, coalition. Navika Kumar, our political editor, wants to ask the next question. Navika, over to you, please. Navika.
Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, do we see you or a leader who you've been in touch with playing that central role of being a convener of a third or a fourth front, because bringing all these diverse regional leaders together will require a convener. You played that role last time. Are you already in touch with some regional leaders at this stage?
No, madam, I am very clear. We are all in touch. But at the appropriate time, all these things will formulate. Even last time, United Front, same thing happened. Then there is a all regional leaders, what you are saying today. It is possible, we will stick together, we will work it out. That is possible.
Well, I just want to put one number in perspective, Navika, before we move on. I want to go to Keshav Rao. Mr. Tyagi also is there. Mr. Tyagi, मैं एक सिर्फ नंबर छोटा सा आंकड़ा आपके सामने रखना चाहूंगा. और ये आंकड़ा ये है,
जी,
दिस
जी।
इज द नंबर कि थर्ड फ्रंट और फोर्थ फ्रंट के 111 और 120 सीट है, यानी कि थर्ड और फोर्थ फ्रंट मिला के 231 सीट है, 231 सीट्स आर ऑफ दिस थर्ड फ्रंट एंड फोर्थ फ्रंट. And I'm not even including other, if you include other seats, you have more than 272. Regional parties are dominating national politics. For the first time in a really big way. The trend was happening, but now it's going to come forward in a very strong way in 2014. My question to you earlier, which I lost out, was what do you think the BJP can now do?
देखिए, बीजेपी के एक तो ये रुझान कांग्रेस के खिलाफ है, नंबर 1
जी.
पिछले 4 साल से महंगाई के खिलाफ, भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ, संसद के बाहर जो लड़ाई चली थी उसमें जनता की जीत हो गई है. दूसरा, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारिणी में लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी ने कहा था कि जो आज का गठबंधन है एनडीए
जी,
एनडीए प्लस होगा तो हम लोग सत्ता में वापस आएंगे.
जी जी जी.
आई 100% एग्री विद लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी. आज की जरूरत है एनडीए प्लस की, और जो जनता दल यूनाइटेड का प्रस्ताव है, ऐसे आदमी को प्रोजेक्ट करके जो
there's the politics,
लिंग्विस्टिक, मल्टीलिंग्विस्टिक, सब तरह के लोग लेके चले.
This is
तो it will be 272 plus.
Vinod Mehta. So that's it. That the JDU says bring Mr. Advani in. We don't want Modi. We want Advani now.
Arnab, we have seen once again the JDU, without naming anybody, is making its position quite clear vis-a-vis Mr. Narendra Modi. And I think they are absolutely right. If the BJP with these numbers, through some miracle, I'm saying it may have to be a huge miracle, is able to form a government, it will only be able to form by attracting lots of allies. And the one person who pushes allies away is Mr. Narendra Modi, whatever his other qualities may be.
Chandrababu Naidu, one last question. Chandrababu Naidu, one question for Chandrababu Naidu, because he's walking somewhere, he's on a road trip, he's taken the phone call during the road trip. Chandrababu Naidu, are you there or not here?
Please.
So you were convener of the front in Delhi. You played a critical role. Every time you came to Delhi, all political reporters, including me, would come and ask you what you are going to do in national politics. I want you to tell me, with your experience in Delhi, what is your advice to the BJP? What is your advice to you have had an alliance with what is your advice to the BJP? What should they do about Modi?
I don't want to advise them.
Sir, advise them.
From the beginning, I am opposing them for the last 7-8 years.
But you also worked with them before.
I am very clear. We wanted to form government. We are maintaining equidistance between BJP and Congress.
Okay, fine.
In the interest of the nation, we are very clear. We want to have third front government in Delhi. It is possible. It is going to happen.
Right. Chandrababu Naidu, I thank you very much. Siddharth Nath Singh, let's go. We've got 20 minutes left on this political debate. You have to now change your strategy overnight. Status quo will not continue. Keshav Rao, I'm coming to you. My question is in this part, Congress-BJP debate. My point to the BJP is you cannot have the same strategy. You go for an ally strategy or go for your Modi strategy. If you think Modi is going to get you 50 more seats, if you think Modi will get you 50 more seats, then you can dump JDU.
Well, Arnab, I don't think your sea-water projection is for what the BJP has to do as far as the Prime Minister candidate is concerned, or who should be projected.
No, but
your sea-water is, well, if we have to all believe it, that it is of what the political scenario could be today. Now, if we place our leader and then try to do a projection, then it will be a different picture.
Who is your leader?
But the real
Which leader are you talking about?
Let me just
which leader are you talking about? Which leader?
That's not that we will decide. That is not.
No, JDU says Advani.
Times not just now.
JDU says Advani.
Let me come on certain credibility. Let me come on the credibility quotient. JDU has already said, and we have taken note of it. We have expressed our reservation to certain things which were said, and that has been expressed by our party leader and the party president. So let's not get into that debate. And I don't think that is something to be entertained here. But let me come on certain facts on the sea water and particularly related to Uttar Pradesh. your projection has been that, okay, that C voter says that BJP will move from 10 to 11 seats. Now, you wish me to believe, but unfortunately, I will not be in a position to believe that, because today we had a Uttar Pradesh core committee meeting, which started at 3 p.m., went up till 7 p.m. And in that we also had a survey which was recently done 2 weeks back.